Alright guys, how's it going? KCP3 here with my quick impressions of Final Fantasy 15. And I pretty much have been playing this game for a while. It's kind of late to say first impressions, but I just want to talk about this game real quick. So pretty much I got Final Fantasy day one, but I didn't play it day one. I actually played it like the week after Christmas. On Christmas Day, I had Rise of the Tomb Raider that I had on Black Friday, and I played it and beat it. It was a pretty good game. I may do a review on it. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on it or not, but if I had the time, I may do a review on the Rise of the Tomb Raider. Even though it is an old game that came out last year for the PS4 and like the year before on the Xbox One for a exclusive, pretty much temporary a party game. But pretty much, let me give my impressions on Final Fantasy 15 real quick. Now, pretty much this is the very first Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy game in general that I ever bought and owned. Now, pretty much for my very first owned one, it's actually pretty alright. It's not that bad. It actually has a Kingdom Hearts type of feel in the gameplay. I have played Kingdom Hearts back in the day. Many people like myself are actually waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's not coming out to like 2025 or 2030 or something like that. Probably the next gen console. Probably gonna find some news about that. But all joking aside, Final Fantasy 15 overall is actually a pretty good, decent game. Now, pretty much the characters itself, the characters are they're pretty all right, I guess you could say. The main character is is Emperor. Is actually a king. No, not a king. I'm sorry, a prince. And pretty much you actually got his sidekicks that's actually been, I'm assuming taking care of him as servants, and pretty much they're on the road right now. I'm not really going to spoil anything, but overall, like the characters, how they interact with each other, it's pretty good. You have, I don't know, like I forgot all the names. I don't know how to pronounce them, but you have the guy that looks like that has like the weird, blonde haircut. He pretty much likes to take pictures and photography and stuff like that. In general, he has his own different type of skill sets. He also has a big guy. I always call like the Roman Reigns because he does remind me of Roman Reigns from wrestling. He pretty much has a survival type of perk where pretty much if you travel around and run around and fight enemies, his level goes up. Each character has their own different types of perks, their different type of category. It makes them unique in a way. Like Noctis, the first one that you actually play, or the main person you do play as, his main goal, his main perk is actually fishing. And pretty much early in the game, you actually go to a pond and learn how to fish. And then pretty much depending on your rod and you put it on the type of reel you use, you pretty much can get particular different types of fish, and depending on the fish you get or how many fish you get around that time, your meter goes up for that level. And then pretty much you got the guy, I think his name was Agnes, the guy with glasses. He pretty much is is very good at cooking. So depending on like when you go defeat enemies, you actually drop an ingredient or collect something from an enemy, and pretty much if you get enough, he pretty much will say something about like I just came up with an ingredient, and pretty much if you have enough ingredient recipes for that particular dish, he will actually make it when you're at camp. Now the gameplay wise, like I said, the gameplay plays like Final Fantasy. You hold like the O button, or was it the B button on Xbox One to actually attack, pretty much squares to actually block or to actually parry, use X to jump, things like that in general. It's pretty kind of basic. You have your weapons you can switch between. Each character has their own particular type of weapon style. Like the main character you use, he can use both short knives, short swords, and pretty much a great sword, which is actually like a long blade. The big guy, he can pretty much use long blades as well. That's pretty much his main majority. Agnes, he can pretty much use like little daggers, and pretty much I can't even say the guy named Pernicus. I know I'm botching that name. The guy with the blonde hair I was talking about earlier, that's very good at taking pictures and stuff. He pretty much has like a gun. He pretty much is the weakest out of the four, to be honest with you. So even like pretty much one of the main things that make this game interesting is the teamwork. When you're actually fighting enemies together, pretty much they all come clicking in, and pretty much if you actually do a parry, pretty much you have an ally come and help you out. And you can do a little tag team, and pretty much on top of that, you get action points from your experience at, if you do side quests and main quests and stuff like that in general, where pretty much you can actually increase their techniques, increase their teamwork, increase your own recovery, magic, different types of skill sets. There's a lot of variety there for you to play the way you want to play, which is pretty cool. I put around about 25 hours in for this game, and overall I think it's like 14 chapters. I'm only on chapter 3 of it. Just been farming, getting a lot of XP before I actually go on to the last boss. But I heard the last boss is actually very, very tough, and it takes a long time to fight. So pretty much I want to be at the highest level, hopefully level 99, before I get to chapter 14. So for the most part, that's it. Overall the game is actually pretty good. Now, I did say in my last video I was going to make some comparisons. I don't know, to me personally, this is not my favorite JRPG game so far. My favorite JRPG game is Ni no Kuni. They came out in spring 2013 for the PS3, if I'm not mistaken. A sequel of Ni no Kuni is supposed to come out sometime this fall, I believe. I can't wait to pick that game up. I'm going to be on the game for hours. The first game is definitely very amazing. I put about like 120 hours plus just to get the plat. I definitely loved it. I definitely enjoyed it. But for my very first Final Fantasy game, or own Final Fantasy game that I ever had, it's actually not that bad. I definitely want to beat this game as soon as possible. I didn't take my time with it and stuff like that, because like I said, next month is going to be a lot of games like Berserk. I may get Noah, definitely getting the Horizon Zero Dawn, stuff like that in general in next month. So I definitely want to get these games out the way and try to get my achievement level as high as I can. But overall, like I said, the game is actually pretty decent. It's not my best, it's not my favorite JRPG game. And yeah, like I said, I'm having a good time with it. So thanks for watching, guys. I know this video is actually late. Nintendo Switch live stream is supposed to come out like sometime tonight, like 11 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I will actually be at work, so pretty much when I'm on break or when I get home, I definitely probably will get tagged on Facebook from a whole bunch of friends talking about it, whatever. And I definitely may do a video that morning, or probably when I get home, depending on how tired I am. It's probably gonna be when I'll actually wake up that Friday afternoon, because I do work a night shift. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
That was a close one.
Too close for comfort.
I'm comfortable just being alive.
Heads up! I'm going in.
Without any kind of plan?
Crush the opposition. That's the plan.
Last thing I need now. Eyes peeled, mouth closed. I never miss.
Wonder what